Hey Webinauts, Stefan Fortune here. Welcome back to Stefan TV1, and I am back answering more questions. So welcome back to Q&A Part 4, the segment of my channel where you ask me questions and I give you stupid answers. Okay, so I have your questions. Let's get started. The first question comes from Fire Scratch, and Fire Scratch asks, biggest fandoms that you are in? I'm not really in any fandoms. I'm not a fandom type of person, so I'm not really in any fandoms. I guess I'm in the Disney fandom. Wait, is Disney a fandom or a drug? Moving on. Next question. BS Animations ask, what do you want to achieve in your lifetime? I want to graduate from college. I don't know. I nothing big really, you know. I don't really want to achieve anything big at the moment, but we'll see when that day comes. Next question comes from That Magic Potato, and That Magic Potato asks, what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, what would I do for a Klondike bar? Nothing crazy if that's what you're thinking. Next question. Next question comes from Cat-chan, and Cat-chan asks, why haven't you spent time with Bae? Well, thank you for your concern about our relationship. You see, I am very busy with a lot of stuff. Bae knows I work on many different things, and Bae also knows I'm trying to keep up with my classes. So trust me, me and Bae, we're perfectly fine. We try to spend as much time together as possible, but me and Bae, we are fine. Our relationship is still rocking, and there's no problem. I do spend time with Bae. I just can't spend a lot of time with Bae, but don't worry about a thing, Cat-chan. But thank you for your concern about our relationship. Next question comes from Town Person B, and Town Person B asks, if your house was on fire, what would the first 3 things you'll save in your house? What will be the first 3 things I would save in my house? Oh, well, you know, me, myself, and that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. 1, I'm saving my mom. Why wouldn't I? Duh. 2, I would probably save my phone, because I have a lot of important numbers and things on my phone, so I could use that to conduct business. So I would save my phone, because I work with a lot of different people. I collaborate with so many. You see me collaborate. You think I collaborate them on a computer? No, I have to find their email, first of all, or some way of contacting them, and I use my phone. You know, they might have a Skype, they might have something. I gotta contact people, you know what I'm saying? You know, I gotta do something. I gotta contact people. I need my phone. And the last thing I would save is probably money. Because think about it, if your house is being burnt down from a fire and you have no money, you are done for. So if I save some money from the burning house, at least we'll have money, you know, so we can have something to eat, or might have like a room to rent at the moment, like a hotel room or something, just to have a roof over our heads. You know, like, I'm not trying to think of a very selfish person, I'm trying to think of a smart person. I'm talking smart. Kmart smart. Next question comes from Malachi the XED. Malachi the XED. Zed. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Malachi asks, how did you get into animation? That's actually a really good question. I got into animation when I was 13 years old. And when I got into animation, it was from being inspired from a behind-the-scenes video of how they made Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And I'm like, wow, they did all that with paper and pencil and like paint and pen ink and like, that's really cool. And they mixed it with live action stuff. I kind of want to do that. And to my surprise, you know how they always have those videos right next to the video you're watching? There was the person who was in charge of directing the animation, Richard Williams, for Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he had a 3-part video thing on how to animate, and I watched those videos, I repeated those videos, I took everything he taught in those videos to heart, and I started to animate at the age of 13. And I still animate the same way, paper and pencil. I feel like 2D animation has a flow and a charm that a 3D animation just can't get. It just has a charm, you know? So I got into animation from being inspired from a behind the scenes on how they made Who Framed Roger Rabbit at the age of 13. That's how I got into animation. Hope that answered your question, Malachi. Next question comes from Adamations, and Adamations ask, why do we call milkshakes a milkshake if it had already been shooken? God, I don't know, man. God dang it, I'm shook. Next question also comes from Adamations. Oh, it's a choose type question. There's an A and a B. Okay, so let's see. Is it pronounced A, Adamations, or B, Adamson? That booty is finer than a horse belly on a racetrack field in spring-mations. I think I would say B. It just sounds like the right answer. Next question comes from Aquamental. Aquamental asks, can you please finally get an Instagram? Isn't YouTube enough for you people? Aquamental also asks, what's your favorite thing to do at Coney Island? You know, it's hard to have friends who are also YouTubers because they can't be slick for nothing. Especially, I swear, I'm friends with Aquamental and a few other YouTubers, and they can't be slick for jack, okay? Cause now everyone knows what state I'm in. They know now. I've tried so hard to keep where I live private. Thanks to some YouTube friends, Questiny, Aquamental, I might as well just come clean and let you guys know where I live. I live in New York. Because Questiny had to say I live in New York. Thank you, Questiny. And Aquamental had to say what's my favorite thing to do at Coney Island. Thank you, Aquamental. I'm totally not gonna put you guys in a diss track or anything. But my favorite thing to do at Coney Island is go on the roller coasters. Top #1 thing. I gotta go on the rides. If you go into Coney Island not to go to the rides, then you're obviously wasting your time. Because the rides is what makes Coney Island magnifique, okay? Next question comes from Nightshade. And Nightshade asks, is water wet? I'm going to be real with you, okay? Water cannot get wet. Because if you cannot make water wet, because water was never dry to begin with. I'm just stating facts, or maybe I'm high, one or the other. What time is it? Is it like 4:20? Nightshade also asks, who's better, Batman or Superman? Bugs Bunny. Next question. Rampage asks, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is whatever you make it out to be, okay? You make life worth living. Have fun with it. Be smart with it. Know what you're doing. It may not come right away, but just know that it'll come, okay? Also watching anime, playing video games, and also eating a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken every now and then. That's also a good helper for the meaning of life. Next question. Rampage also asks, how can I be as cool and dank as you? Me? Dank? Me cool? Well, it takes practice. Next question comes from Lavetta Lavana. Why are guys cruel? Lavetta, guys are not cruel. We're stupid. There's a complete difference. And remember, Lavetta, if you're a girl or a woman and you see a guy and you think they're cruel or whatever, you wear him out. If you want more on that advice, Ask me in another Q&A. Until then, that's as much advice as I'm giving you. You wear him out. And guys aren't cruel. We're just stupid. Okay. Fox CUNT 666 asks, what's the biggest penis you've ever taken up your anus? I've never taken a penis up my anus, but I would like to ask you, what's the biggest penis you ever saw? Sorry. Lost my cool there for a sec. Next question. Joel Meza Galdames asks, why not? Exactly. Someone who understands. Mark Steve Mendoza Hernandez asks, why you so gay? Well, because I'm happy. I'm happy every single day, you know? I'm just a naturally happy person, so if I'm so happy and it bothers you, well, I'm sorry. I can't really do anything about that because I'm just a happy person. Happy, happy, happy. Sorry. Next question comes from Dietrich the Night Guard of Horror. And Dietrich asks, do the questions have to be about something in particular? Of course not. You can ask me anything. I literally just had someone ask me what's the biggest penis I've ever taken up my booty hole. I'm perfectly straight. I never had any penis up my booty hole. Nor will I ever have a penis up my booty hole. And I had someone just ask me, is water wet? You know? You can literally ask me anything. I got you, hun. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about what particular anything. I got you. You ask away. Next question comes from Cool Skelly Girl 06, and Cool Skelly Girl asks, what kind of voices do you like to voice? That's a very good question. I like voicing all types of character voices, whether it's an impression of famous characters or my own. Like, I like doing all the voices. There is no particular range I do voices in. There is no particular genre. I just like doing voices. So, all voices, Cool Skelly Girl. Hope that answers your question. Let's go to the next one. Next question comes from Shinzi. Okay, 4 questions. And Shinzi asks, what are your hobbies? Acting, singing,
animating, drawing in general, cooking, eating, puppeteering, voice acting, editing, writing.
Bunch of other stuff. Jeez, I have way too many hobbies. What shows do you watch currently? None, because there's absolutely nothing good playing on TV. At least not till Empire comes back on. I only watch Empire because of Cookie. I love Cookie, okay? Empire is nothing without Cookie, okay? Okay. Do you love voice acting on a scale of 1 to 10? On a scale of 1 to 10, do I love voice acting? Can that be a frickin' 100? I'm in love with voice acting. Old voice actors, my own voice acting, I just love it, you know? I love voice acting in general, so 100 on that 1 to 10 scale, so... Okay. And do you do any weird habits? Okay, so I guess this is a kind of a weird habit. My family told me it's really weird and it kind of looks a little gross, but you know how when you get food and there's like rice on the bottom and there's like a stew on top? I have this habit of always mixing it. You know, like, it has to be mixed. Otherwise, I'm not gonna enjoy it. Like, yeah, I can enjoy the rice separately or the stew separately, but if it's together, it has to be mixed. So I would literally take my fork or my spoon, I would mix it all together, and people say it looks like dog food. Okay, mostly my family says it looks like dog food, but I don't care. It has to be mixed. And I also have this weird habit of talking to myself in public, out loud. And when I talk to myself, it's mostly I'm actually talking to myself. I'm quoting scenes from movies, or I'm quoting the movie in general, not just scenes, like the whole movie, or plays, or I'm quoting something. So I'm always performing in a way out loud. That also counts as a weird habit, I guess. I have a bunch of weird habits, but that's just to name a few. Lastly, we have Wolfie the Man Wolf. And Wolfie asks, who's your online OTP? I have 3. The first one is Dwayne and Jazz, my OTP for reaction couples. Next is Dalton and Emmy, also known as Geltoid, my OTP for animation couples and gaming, because they're awesome. And my last OTP is Pam on Sunset, and it's Alex Clark. And congratulations on my homegirl Pam and my homeboy Alex, because they're getting married. Don't act like I didn't see that video when Pam got the ring. You know what I'm saying? Little ring. And that's all the questions I have for now. Thank you guys for all those amazing questions, and thank you guys for watching. So don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, ask me more questions for my next Q&A, and see you guys next time. Adiosins.